What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Smoke World. I'm your host, Stone. So go grab that stick, go grab a glass, whatever you're drinking. Let's sit back and have a conversation. Today, I'm joined by my guest co-host, Sketches, and one of the lovely sisters of the Eve. Sketches is going to introduce who? What's her name, brother? Talk to us.
Eve's in the building.
Hey.
Eve's is in the building.
Eve.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
You might hear that her dialect is not that of Delaware. So just
And ain't.
know what I mean, son?
Word.
Like that.
So how was your week, Sketches, man? How you make out this week, man? What's going on?
Oh, this week is beautiful, man. Play pickleball. You know, when you get a certain age, you got to do certain things.
I've been hearing a lot about pickleball.
Yeah. You know, I can go there and I can actually beat the hell out of Karen.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let's get back at Karen.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
All them old white ladies come there, and I tear them up.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Why you hit the ball so hard? Why you call 911?
Disrespectful, man. Real
Yeah, that's a little
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
You know, I'm smoking today a house stick. Again, you know, I'm petty like that. I'm not naming the lounge. You become a sponsor if you want me to name the lounge. But it's a house stick.
And you gotta pay him.
Yeah,
No,
Nick
I think
Roberts,
that's
Grand
absolutely.
Toro, nice stick, but they don't get no name. They don't get no shout.
I picked those up. I picked a couple of those up too.
Yeah. What you smoking on, brother?
I'm smoking on diesel. This is in between. I like this.
Okay.
Not too strong.
Yeah, diesel. Well, I'm a diesel fan. It's the first smoke of the day.
Yeah. This is the only smoke today.
Okay.
I'm not smoking more. This is it.
Okay, watch upside the head a little bit. Eve, what you got over there, babe?
I am doing one of your numbers. It is a house stick. It's vanilla. Not naming no names, but the vanilla is very good along with my coffee. I am a flavor girl. So
What kind of coffee is that?
Coffee.
No.
I was gonna say, he made it.
No Colombian, nothing like that.
No, I was telling him I usually drink Bustelo in honor of my grandparents, but I ain't ready for that this morning.
Wow.
I ain't going hard. But yes.
Now you showing that where you from. Now you thought we almost getting there.
We getting there. By the end of this, you'll know.
No,
But
we
yes,
gonna start
very
there.
good cigar.
No, we definitely got to get that information right from the Eve.
Yes,
You're blessing us, a sister of the Leaf.
Yes.
We love to bring the sisters of the Leaf on the show.
That's what's
because
up.
we like to get their perspective on what's going on.
That's what's up.
Your travels, your experience in the lounge. So first of all, you got to tell us because there is a little twang in the Where you from, baby?
I'm from the Boogie down. Thank you. Soundview Morrison section of the Bronx. Holla at your girl.
Lean back. Lean back.
Yes. So
Bronx is in the house.
born and raised, and I've been in Delaware for quite a few years, but can't take the Bronx out the girl.
That's right. Uptown, baby.
We get down, baby. For the crown, baby. Okay, I'm sorry. That's another podcast.
Not at all. It's all in one. So, how long have you been smoking this lovely thing they call the Leaf?
So, I am a baby, I think. It's been 2 years officially.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
And it started out, I was seeing a guy who was big into the cigar world, and I just was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I guess I got to do it. So I started real lightweight and worked my way up. Now I'm grown.
Oh, dang. A brother brought you into the Leaf game.
Yes.
Did you smoke cigarettes prior to
No.
anything? Little weed? Little ganja smoke? None of that?
That's the funny thing. I mean, I have tried weed here and there, but like smoking was never my thing. I'm a drinker, so I like whiskey. What I did find, I'm a cognac girl as well. A lot of the things that I like to drink go really well with cigars. And I think that's how I really got attached to the smoking aspect of it, because I'm like, oh, this is not bad.
Now, a question is, the buzz from a cigar, right? Does it wean you away from wanting to take a different drug?
Oh, say that again. Oh, I didn't hear that.
The
myself.
buzz from a cigar, does that wean you away from taking other drugs? Is that enough? The cigar is a satisfying pleasure that you don't have to sniff a coke or...
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Hold on, bro.
I'm out the box with it. I'm out the box,
Well,
but that's
I
me.
Right.
The buzz that I get from a cigar and the pleasure that I get, I don't need to take another drug.
Well, you have
So that's
to have, I guess in my experience,
Right.
in my opinion,
Yes.
you would have to have that experience with
Right.
the other drug.
Right.
We don't have that, man. I'm saying we can talk about it. You know what I mean? You're in rehab, you're in remission, we could.
No, I haven't
No.
had to dabble because I got the pleasure from a cigar.
Okay. I do know some people, and this is just from what I hear, that smoke weed, and they say it's totally different.
Totally different.
It doesn't steer them away at all. They like the cigar when they want the cigar. They want the weed when they want the weed.
Well, I'm
So I
talking,
think
I'm,
that's
talking, I'm
different.
talking hard. I'm not talking about
Oh, I
because
heard
it's still
about that.
it's still part of a leaf. I'm talking
I
about
get
the fentanyl and the cocaine.
Now, how would we know?
Huh?
How would one know unless they experienced it? To
Right.
say, hey, you know what? Instead of those things,
Right,
I
exactly.
smoke a cigar. So I don't know. I don't know. There's something you want to tell
I
us?
was trying to see did she sniff coke. I was just
Oh, word?
I didn't want to just come out and
No,
say it.
nigga, I am not and will not. Thank
I'm
you.
coming around the corner with it.
That's why I'm looking at you. You're crazy. Like, what is she talking about?
Up in the Bronx. with
No,
the
don't do
fresh
that.
there was
Don't
the
do
word
that.
DJ.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
So,
it's gas. Like, yo,
yeah.
you sniffing that shit,
Nah, I'm
you know what I mean?
cool.
I just want to know. Okay.
Nah, no, I've not heard anybody talk about that. But
Mm.
me personally, smoking and drinking is a good feeling.
For
like
you.
for me,
Satisfying, right?
Yes, and like I said, if you get, it depends on what you smoke, obviously. But if you smoke something that goes well or pairs well with what you drink, like now that I'm into whiskey more than cognac,
Right.
a lot of the cigars that I like
Mhm.
go really well with the different whiskeys. I'm an
Mm.
Uncle Nearest girl. I love Uncle Nearest whiskey.
Shout out to Teresa Weaver,
Yes,
owner
yes,
of
yes.
Uncle Nearest.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it just kind of depends, and
So-
your palate does change too.
So
I was just saying.
if this man, when they came into your life, you think you still would have managed to work your way to a cigar?
I think I probably would have. It just, I don't know what the experience would have been. So let me put it this way: from hanging out with him and his friends, he was part of a cigar lounge. He lived in Jersey, so
Dirty Jers.
I went to an event.
Ooh.
And don't do that. No, but I went to an event and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I just lit up and I enjoyed it. Now, of course, in the beginning, I was kind of like coughing and I had to, get it together. But once I got it, I got it. And then, I mean, we were dating. So it was one of those things like, we didn't stay together forever or whatever. But once I started doing it, I started hanging out at some venues that did cigar smoking, and then I got into the whole lounge thing. I really wasn't doing the lounges. I was more or less like, if I went to an outdoor event and they were having sips of smokes, that's where I kind of moved with it.
So you've been enjoying this and this journey.
Absolutely.
Was you afraid to go into a lounge as a woman by yourself?
So initially, I will say that. One of my girlfriends, we kind of, like, I started smoking a little bit before her, and then me and her started smoking together. So we actually went, the first time I went to a cigar lounge together.
Was you scared? Still?
So,
Because we be at the cigar lounge like this.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Some of y'all.
Lies.
Some
Lies.
of y'all. So let me say this about the cigar lounge. My personality is one that I don't really care. But at the same time, before you even walk in, you already know it's a male
Exactly.
dominating spot.
Yep.
So I do think there is a little apprehension. Like, the first thing as women, in my opinion, that we think is, okay, they probably thinking we coming in here because we trying to get attention from a man. Because unfortunately, that's what a lot of men think.
Right.
That's the only reason why we're coming in there. You don't know
What do
my
you think?
story. I don't know your story.
What do you think about that?
Objection.
Objection
Okay.
overruled.
Go ahead.
Objection.
Y'all want to hear?
No, I respect her opinion on that because there are a lot of men who still don't know the etiquette of the cigar lounge when it comes to the Sisters of the Eve.
Correct.
Brothers, for the 19,000 trillionth
Tell them,
time,
please.
the cigar lounge is not necessarily a club in the sense when our Sisters of the Leaf come into the lounge.
Thank you.
Respect them, okay? Respect them. A lot of them know more than you know about
Yes.
this cigar game.
Right.
They've been doing it
Yes.
longer than you
Right.
have.
Yes.
So don't go grabbing asses, talking shit.
Exactly.
It's a way to approach a person to make them
Absolutely.
feel comfortable. And I'm talking to the owners and the workers too.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
So there's a way to go about greeting the Sisters of the Leaf to make them feel comfortable. Every Sister of the Leaf does not smoke an infused cigar. That's number one. So don't go. As soon as the sister come in, hey, let me show you
They do
all
lead
the
them. They do
infused
lead them to the
flavored
infused.
cigars.
They do.
Don't do.
We
that.
have the acids. You want the acids?
Yeah.
You want this one?
You want the sweet acids?
Yeah.
Rosewood hair, fat bottom, that is.
Yes.
So have a conversation with the sister and say,
Right.
hey, welcome. Hey, what do you smoke? Don't
Exactly.
just assume
Yes.
just because they're female sisters of the leaf that they smoking something sweet. Don't do that. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let Sister E continue with that. But
Right.
that's a very good
so that
segue.
so that is one of the main things. It's like they automatically think either you smoking something sweet or you don't really
know what you
smoke like that. So yeah, so now they want to even school you on how to cut. Do you need me to cut? Do you need me? And and it's cool at a point to feel welcome, but at the same time, like, fall back, son. It's not that serious. If I'm coming in here, at least let me get in the door and get a little acclimated, especially if it's for the first time.
Right. Let me get comfortable. You
Yes.
can leave me. Okay. Hey, there's our restrooms
Yes.
here.
Absolutely.
My name is Joe. Worker. You know, let me know if you need anything.
That does not happen.
Of course not.
It does not happen.
That's basic customer service.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
And those are one of the things that I have to say in the cigar industry. Not all lounges, they lack. They truly lack.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Go.
Yeah, so
Sometimes,
that has been my experience.
because they do it to men, so I know what they do.
Okay. Okay, so that's what
Yeah, they
I
do it
don't
to us
know.
too.
Like, I do think that it can be very I don't want to say cliquish, but I'm gonna say cliquish. So if they don't know you, and I get this too, if you're a regular at the lounge, okay, but if you're new or fairly new, I do think that they assume that you new to the game. No, I'm new here.
right.
Be clear. I done been to several cigar lounges. I might even be a member somewhere else. You don't know who I am or what I'm doing, man or woman. That's how I feel. So I do think the conversation and the welcome and what are you smoking and what are you drinking, if it's a bar in there, if that conversation is very key. And as a woman, I will also say that the initial looks, if you are not saying hello, then what's all the looking
Yeah,
about?
the look is hard.
The looking gets on my nerves.
I was a member in a club in Harlem, Dominican cats, man. They would look me up and down for months.
Yes.
Papi, what you doing in here, man?
Yes.
You don't belong. My man. Who you? You
Right.
police?
And so
And it was like,
that's not a good look.
I'm not
when you-
real. I'm not
Right.
real. But I didn't come back.
You don't feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and you won't come back, and you don't know what kind of business they might have. As a business, you don't know what business you lost. I'm an event planner, so when I come places, I don't just look for. I look for an opportunity, like if somebody wanted to have an event
Right.
at a cigar lounge, because this is the thing now. This
Exactly.
is popping. Grown
Mhm.
people, we not going sitting in no clubs. And we don't do that. Like, we
No.
want to go somewhere, we want to have good conversation, relax, hear some music.
Knock on wood. I've never heard somebody shoot up a cigar lounge.
Hey,
Don't start that.
Hey, hey, guys.
Knock
Hey.
on wood. What's this?
Hey,
What's
hey,
mahogany?
Hey,
This is
hey,
mahogany?
Hey.
Yeah, we don't even want to put that out there.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
true,
cut
you
the
know,
nonsense out,
people
buddy.
work all
Security.
week. Yeah, get them out of here. Get them up out of here.
Get your ass out.
This is it's the last place for ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Grown folks.
Grown.
This is a grown folks.
Yes.
Grown
thing.
folks.
Well,
Well, it ain't gotta be grown.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Yes.
grown folks too in mentality.
yes.
Because again, if you come into the lounge, you know what it is. It's a place for you to relax, unwind. We all week we doing what we do, working, running around, taking care of stuff. So when you come to the lounge, even if it's during the week, you might just want to pop in and smoke and just chill. You might not want to even talk to nobody in the lounge.
It's great for the mentals too, man.
It is.
It's great.
I that's what I enjoy it for.
So
Wait.
cigar. See, here's the thing. To me, cigar smoking is cheaper than therapy because this is an opportunity for one to sit back, 45 minutes to an hour and a half, reflect, chill,
Yes.
get your head right.
Right.
All right. Whether you do it in the morning
Yes.
or in the evening, get yourself together. All right. It's my time to reflect.
Right.
It's chill, get to know me. For me personally, all kind of ideas come to me when I'm smoking.
Okay.
I used to be able to take my walks, but now I got sciatica. Y'all mind y'all business. So my walk,
Sciatica. Isn't that a woman woman
No.
illness or some sort? You sit down and pee?
yeah, I do. So So when I used to take my walks, it was like clearing my head, walking,
Right.
all kind of ideas, thoughts go through my mind. It's like, oh wow, okay. I need to do this. I need to do that.
Okay.
So for me, I reflect the moment when I light up and able to take that walk. Again, but it's different for everybody. The
Right.
experience is different for you,
Yes.
for you, but this brings us all together.
Yes, I agree.
Like-minded people. Now you'll have some assholes in the lounge.
Always, everywhere you go.
Yeah, but not that many.
I call it.
No.
I call it the 10% rule. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have 10% knuckleheads.
You're
I don't
right.
care where
You're
you
right.
go.
And guess what? Once you know
who that is,
You know. And guess what? You know what's great? If you don't know, somebody's going to put you on.
That's
like,
true.
yo,
and if you don't know,
Right.
that might be you.
that part.
You might be that 10%.
might be.
Lots
No,
of
you're
us are
right
like,
though. You're
Right,
right
right.
though. Somebody will put you on,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
because it is a place to kind of relax and unwind with like-minded people, and
Right.
and that's why I do say it could be cliquish, and it's nothing wrong with that either, because you might have, like me and you might click just because of where we from, and we have a conversation, and we cool. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I don't like that one over there, or it's not even. That's also the vibe I get. It's very mature in that even if there's like people that don't get along per se, it's not even like, no, who cares? You stay over there and smoke, I'm gonna stay over here. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
that's what I like about it. It's like everybody can be in their own zone and just relax and hang out with who you want to hang out with.
I definitely think it's therapy. I really do.
I do too. Because you also get to talk to people while you're smoking if you want to do
Right,
that. Like if
right.
you want to clear your head,
Go ahead,
cool.
and I will
But if
listen.
you want to sit back and the music is on and you just feel like having a conversation, it's cool.
Or just sit there and listen to somebody else's conversation.
Right.
Sometimes it's
That's
soothing.
called nosy.
Like, wow, you was on a boat.
That's called
You
nosy.
shooting people from 500 yards.
Mind your business, Rod.
Wow.
That's what I was about to tell you. Mind your business, though.
You on what cruise? Got there what?
Yeah, but truthfully, I think it is a therapy in and of itself because of that.
It is.
Yeah, so you got different individuals, so you got some people who come to lounge who want to get there, get the computer out,
Yes.
do that thing,
Yes.
don't want to socialize. Hey, I'm doing
Yes.
some work,
Yes.
I'm working, mind your business.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a different cat because I have the ability to smoke home. When I
Yes.
go out, I'm ready to socialize.
Gotcha.
So I'm the guy like, hey, let's join conversation. What's
Right.
going on? Hey,
Right.
what's happening?
Right.
What you smoking? And I want to say this when I say what you're smoking. There's reference to the podcast. So this is Smoke World Podcast. And I say this a million times. People say, well, is Smoke World Cigar Podcast? Yes and no.
Okay.
This starts the conversation.
Yes.
The cigar starts the conversation. I have never, and I say never been in a lounge, and the whole conversation been about cigars. Ever. 5 seconds, 5 minutes of cigar.
You
Yo,
right.
What's that you smoking? Because maybe I'm not familiar with that label.
You
that,
right.
That band.
You ever notice I do the same thing?
Yes.
Right.
What you smoking?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
It breaks. Oh, stranger, what you smoking?
Yeah.
It breaks
Yeah.
the ice.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you get a whole dissertation about that particular cigar, and it might be something that
Exactly.
you really didn't know. My girlfriend does that all the time. She always asks what somebody's smoking, and she'll ask about the medium, the full body. Like she, and a lot of times, if you want to get educated, that's what you do. Because you know what you like, but at the same time, you talk to people.
And
Like
some-
you said, you start there, and then
It's
who
a
knows?
conversation.
And
Yeah.
so somebody ask them why you smoking that, because you want a high or a low. Why?
Yeah.
So I want to know. Okay, now this is just something nice and mellow.
Right.
Okay, that's a mellow cigar. Then.
Right.
If he's a large person and he's been smoking for a long time,
Right.
I'll go, well, his medium might be mine.
Right. Don't
And
try. Don't
Wait,
try.
what you mean, a large person? What you saying, bro?
You know what a large
I
person
did this.
Heavy hitters?
No, he's a large person.
Yeah, like heavy hitters.
Like he's big.
Big worm, big perm, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody gonna knock you
Moving
out.
right
Word. And I was sitting right there with my cigar, like.
At least we can sit.
But that conversation lasts us 5
You're right.
to 10 minutes.
You're right.
Then it goes into conversation, period, no
Yeah,
matter what.
right.
And they say you can't talk religion and politics in the lounge. Bullshit.
I feel like you should be able to talk whatever because
You know your people.
Right.
We can have this
Know your people.
conversation.
yes, and we grown.
And if we all kind of actually, let's think about this right now. This polarized world right now with this Democrat, Republican,
Conservative.
Yeah.
back in the day, politicians would actually smoke
Yes.
and drink.
With each
Come
other.
together. Yes.
Each other.
Democrats,
Yeah,
They still do it.
Republicans.
They still do it in the chambers. They
Okay,
still
here's the
do
thing.
it. There's a
But
smoke
right
in the
now-
chamber.
But right now it's crazy.
It's too polarized.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I say back in the day, I ain't talking 1,000 years. I'm
Right,
talking a few
yeah.
years ago. I'm
Exactly.
gonna say pre-Trump days. I'm keeping it real.
Keep-
I'm gonna call him out.
Yeah, call them out.
I'm calling him
Call
out.
them out.
Y'all don't like what you hear on Smoke World? Turn the goddamn channel.
That's all you gotta do.
But
God bless him.
prior to Trump,
Yep.
those who did smoke and drink would get together. They disagreed on policy. They
Right.
didn't hate each other. It's like, listen,
Right.
sketches. I'm not really, that policy, that doesn't work for my constituents.
Right.
Okay? Now,
Well, how your wife
these
doing?
mofos-
Right.
How's your wife doing? Everything's good?
Yeah.
How's the kids?
Yes.
How's
right.
Janet?
Right. No,
Right.
now they talking about your wife.
Yeah.
They talking
Oh, they're
about your
trying to-
kids.
Trying to lock you up. They
It's
trying to
crazy.
lock people up and snitching on each other.
Forget
Yeah,
lock. Yo, they straight trying to, look, I'll kill you.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Real
terrible.
talk.
It's terrible. They threatening judges,
Yeah.
families, like you.
Mhm.
Real
Come
talk.
on, you don't do that.
Attorney? How you threatening an attorney?
But see, that's the thing. It, like you said, it's
To
so
kill 'em.
polarized now that it's almost like you gotta be like that in order to fit into
Mhm.
what's happening now. So what used to be a
The norm.
simple disagreement, and now we, like you said, drinking, smoking. How you doing? How's everybody? It's not like that now.
You know what I'm getting?
But you still get that in
Well,
the
you know
cigar
what's
lounge.
scary?
You can still go in
You
the
know what's
cigar
scary?
lounge and be a Democrat or Republican.
Yes.
And
Being that we on Trump, it's scary. Because every time when I sneak Trump in, there's always somebody in that room that love him.
oh,
It's
cool.
scary.
No, a lot of people love him.
It's scary.
Yeah, millions
But
of
every
people
time
love
I
him.
go somewhere, there's somebody that love him.
But I'm
I'm
telling
talking
you,
about love him.
But let me say this, and I said this a million times. There is a videotape of him saying when he was a Democrat years ago
Mhm.
that he would run as a Republican because they would vote for him if
No
he
matter
was
what.
ever if he was ever to run for president. He said this back on
Right.
Oprah's show.
And y'all New Yorkers. So y'all know Trump
Listen,
before these
oh,
other
yeah.
we
folks.
already
we
know
know
what's up
Trump.
with
Y'all-
Trump.
we know
And
Trump.
New
You
Yorkers
Trump.
don't mess with Trump. We know what's
Hey.
up.
We don't mess with him now. Let's be real, because everybody grew up wanting to be like Trump, and so he did that. I'm wearing a shirt, Central Park 5 right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
This is the reason why I hate
But when
Trump.
when I say New Yorkers don't mess with Trump, even when his name's on all the buildings, we didn't care about that. Real New Yorkers ain't care about Trump.
Until he did this.
And not for nothing, he was cool with Russell
All,
Simmons.
yeah, all the rappers.
Well,
He wanted to be in all the videos.
Remember?
He wanted to
When
be
the
all,
fight-
they
when-
called him Richie Rich.
And remember when the fights were happening in Atlantic City?
Mike
Him and Don
Tyson.
King.
Him and Tyson.
Him and Don
Mike
King
and Don
made
King,
so
yeah.
much money together. They were like this.
He's playing the part.
So
He's playing the
exactly.
part.
So
He's playing the
so when
part.
people
Of
say he's
course.
prejudiced, he ain't prejudiced. He's just an asshole.
Absolutely.
He's a better actor than Ronald Reagan.
He's an asshole, and he's allowing other people to show their assholery through
Assholery.
him. Yeah, I made it up.
That's
I made it up.
That's a t-shirt at work.
That's what
That's
the
a
New
t-shirt.
York.
That's
That's
a
what the
t-shirt
New
right
York
there.
City Board of Education
That's
gets
a
you.
t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. That is definitely a t-shirt.
That's what
Oh,
you
my
get
God.
when you graduate in New York. you know our credit system is a little messed
Yeah.
up. We make up words and say it's real, but
No kid left behind.
Not one. Not two. None.
We don't want that motherfucker.
Yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
Get this motherfucker out of my school.
He got to go.
He got to go.
He got to go.
Him and his mother.
Yeah. His whole family.
Never saw his father.
His mom come up here every week with
But
the bullshit.
that mother gotta go. She
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
gotta go. Coming up here, snapping out. But anyway, I believe that he's just saying things and playing to, like they always say, the base. So, in a way, I hate to say it, but he ain't as dumb as he looks.
No.
You know, but
No.
I-
He's smarter than Puff.
Oh wow, he went
please
there.
don't start me.
Oh wow,
Please don't start me.
we won't stop.
Oh,
wow.
you gonna
Went
stop. You gonna
What
stop.
Puff need to do is sell some Bibles. He need to get his own Bible.
Puff need to go to Ukraine somewhere and stay there.
He get one of those Bibles.
Because they coming for him.
And he link up with
They-
TD Jakes and sell his own bottles. And,
Wow.
and the name of the
TD
bottle is going to be
Whoa,
called the Swallow.
Have you ever been
Swallow?
Oh God, I'm about to
Swallow.
just the thought of
Yeah,
it.
now y'all just really segue to a whole different
Oh,
thing. with
yes.
P.
But
Diddy
yeah.
thing.
So
Wow.
so now when you walked in and then you feel that certain way and then you just you continue in
Yes.
and you sit down.
Yes.
Now what's the next? How do you feel?
So I think that to dispel like that whole, let me see what she look like, what she doing, let me try to what I personally have done is just try to start conversations, very generic conversation. I'm not getting into business and all
With
that.
men or women?
Whoever's around me. So what
Okay.
I typically do is I'll walk in and I'll just pick a spot that I'm going to be in. Especially if I don't know anybody. Now, obviously, if I go in and I see a familiar face, I'll go over and talk, and that usually breaks the ice. But if you go somewhere that you've never been, then it's like, okay, you ain't trying to, come in like, oh, what's up, y'all? So you go and you kind of like, I would make my little area, pull my little case out, just kind of get situated.
That's cute. That's cute.
My case is cute.
Y'all can't see it, but that's cute.
Yeah, y'all can't
Well,
see it.
Cynthia,
That's nice.
But
cigar box, all pretty rich.
yes, and that's the other thing. I'm a lady, so
I'm a
I'm lady, get lady. But at the same time, I'm a conversation person. Like I like to talk. I've always been like this. So for me, it doesn't bother me. Now, what does bother me is when I walk into the cigar lounge and the women that are already in there
Preach.
snap their neck, roll their eyes.
And I watch that all. That's what I sit and I watch.
And it's like, really, sis? Because when I'm in there and a woman walks in, I'm like, hey, girl. I always say I make sure I try to speak to the women just because I already know that the men are like, some of them. And I don't never want to be that woman that's like, because that's what you get. That's what a lot of women get. And
I see that. But
I was going to say, a lot
that.
of you sisters can relate to this.
I see that.
And it makes you feel uncomfortable because it's like, damn, like, you can't even be cool. Like, it's not that many of us in here. Like, and no, nobody wants your man. That's not what we're here for. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, a lot of women, they come with their man.
Right.
Which I think that's cute too.
Right.
To come with your man. But if you just in there, or if you're a single woman and you in there, you just chilling, just, hey sis, what's up? How you doing? And even if you're not a friendly person, a smile doesn't cost anybody anything.
I watch everything. I'm one of those dudes that watch everybody's facial expressions, and
So you've seen that.
because I did in the military. I did military intelligence, civil affairs. So we have to read bodies and faces. And,
Yes.
And I sit there and I watch, and it's the
And you-
faces that the women makes when another woman walks in,
And why?
and it's a different look that they get when the woman walks in with a man. It's a different look.
Say it.
It's like, oh, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about her.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And I watch all of this.
So you're trying to say if the girl or the woman looks kind of nice, easy on the eyes, like Granny would say,
Easy like Sunday morning, child.
there's a different vibe opposed to someone who maybe doesn't feel like that's a threat to their
Yes.
self-esteem. Because
Yes.
if they're out there with their man, and you come in and you kind of look, like, oh, dang, she look all right.
Right.
Now it's a different conversation opposed to you come in looking like a little something different. Like, I ain't worried about her.
Right. Yeah. And
Okay.
we as women, we have been known to do that in life, like just in general. So imagine in the cigar lounge where it's predominantly men, and you walk in and it's like,
Right.
and so I had to kind of ignore that because the first couple of times it happened to me, you know where I come from. Like, what's up with you, sis?
Getting back to the etiquette. So what's the etiquette when it comes to women on women in the cigar lounge?
Very good question, brother. Very good question. And I don't know if I'm authorized to answer it, but
What do you think?
It would
Your
be the
opinion.
same. It would be the same. Not whether you're a woman, a man, whomever,
Right.
however you identify. The
Exactly.
treatment should always be the same.
Absolutely.
Respect,
Absolutely.
welcoming.
Not more like the chivalry should be a little bit better.
What, for a woman?
Yeah.
You mean to welcome them in?
Yeah.
I would say so because there's a lack of it on the Northeast. In the South, it's not like this.
Really?
So let's
Really?
understand this. So let me say
Okay.
this.
Really.
So it depends on your demographic. Where your cigar lounge is located, they don't have these problems. So in the South, Midwest,
It's love.
it's more women in the lounge than men. It's only in the Northeast that I've found. Again, it's my opinion based on my experience,
Right.
based on my travel.
Right.
That here, we don't even have that many women. Only thing I can say right now in the tri-state, I'm not going to name the spot, but there's one spot I know that may have 4 or 5 women to any given night. It's in Wilmington. Okay? But a lot of these other places, for example, where we were at last night,
Yes.
I think they only got 3 women members.
Yes.
That's gangster. 3 women that are members. Only 3. Come
Yes.
on, man.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you everything you need to know.
I agree.
So what I would ask Eve, if you can talk, which you are right now, they're listening.
Okay.
Cigar owners, cigar brands, cigar lounges, people who work in the cigar lounge. As a woman, what would you want to tell them? Say, hey, you know what? This is what my recommendation would be. Based on my experience, these are some of the things that maybe y'all can work on to make the Sisters of the Leaf feel comfortable and welcome. What would that be?
So I do think the initial greeting is big, because of course walking in is the big thing, like just getting in the doorway. So depending on how the cigar lounges are set up, like a lot of times when you walk in, you kind of are presented with, you know, the front, the register, or whoever's working. And I do think the owners, to me, are the front line, and they need to take that initiative first before even the members can like follow suit. So that's one thing I would say. The owners and the management should be very welcoming. And I'm not saying you got to do a ticker tape parade, but just knowing that there are very few women that come, and that we might feel a little bit of a way. I mean, you don't know who feels what. So initially, maybe make a little bit of a to-do. Like, you know, welcome, you know, blah, 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 you know, and even it's comfortable to even like maybe say, is this your first time here? If not, welcome back. If this is your first time, like you said, just show around. Like, this is where members sit. This is open to
how long have you been smoking?
Yeah, I think management has to take the lead. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are getting the money from us coming or having memberships. So I think that's one that I would say, because a lot of times you don't get that. Now I will say, and I'm going to shout out to Brooklyn Blue Smoke in Brooklyn. It's a cigar.
I live over there.
The female.
Yeah, of course, that's my girl.
I will say.
Damn.
What? That's what, was it Bedford Avenue?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my spot.
I will say, when you walk in there, and it's a small spot, it's woman owned. Black woman owned.
Yes.
There you go. And that's why I'm shouting her out.
She's cool.
She's cool.
She's really cool.
You walk in there, somebody walks up to you as soon as you come in. Somebody. It's not necessarily her. It's not necessarily. Sometimes it's a woman.
It's always a woman.
It's a man.
Always was a woman with me.
Okay,
it was either her or her friend.
Okay, so one time I came and a man stepped out because I think she was busy and just said, "Hey, you know, welcome, blah blah blah." Showed us the humidor, which is right in the front.
Right in front, like I said, inside the glass, right?
Yeah, walking in is the hardest part. So once that happens, it kind of breaks the ice a little bit for you as the person, me as the person. And then it's like, okay, the bathrooms are here. These are the fees. You gotta buy whatever the thing is, because they quick to tell you it's a 2 cigar minimum. They quick to tell you the prices, but they ain't quick to make you feel welcome. At that point, I think that it makes you more comfortable now to move into the space wherever you're going to set up or sit. And now people that are looking, that are already there, you know, they could even say, hey, we got a new visitor, depending on how big the cigar lounge is. It's, you know, make somebody feel welcome. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
And as far as the members go, you know, everybody has their own personality. But if you're an outgoing person, like yourself, and my boy over here, Sketches, then it don't hurt to say, hey, sis, how you doing? And say it in a way like you ain't trying to holler. Because there's a difference. And y'all know, as men, how to talk to us when you just saying hi versus when you saying, what's up?
I want that.
Yeah. Because see, right then and there, we turned off. Yeah. Well, a lot of us are. Because now we can't even feel comfortable. Because if we get up. See what I'm saying? As soon as we get up to go to the bathroom, we already know.
Hey.
The tongue start hanging out.
Yeah, see, ain't nobody got time for that. You got nobody has time for that. So that's what I would say.
You hit that yet?
Start with
she just got here, dude.
Word. And then, hold on, let me say this. Then you got some dudes that are plotting to see which one is going to be the one to holler.
For me,
I've seen that.
For me,
and that's corny.
I haven't seen a lot of that. That's
and it's corny.
Which is weird.
It's corny.
You would think, you know, I don't see a lot of that.
I do.
So when we around, I don't. I think the guys don't want to take a chance. Like the older guys don't want to take a chance of saying the wrong thing, because the women might walk in and they start talking. They wait. Okay. They wait till you sit down. They wait. They don't just say it when you first come in.
Right, but
they want to wait and make sure you ain't here as a guest. Yes. So they wait.
But you can sometimes see the plotting going on.
Yeah.
One come over and then the other, and so that's been my experience. I can only go by my experience.
Because I remember I brought my wife one time, and And she sat over there, but I went with the guys and, yo, who's that over there?
See? Plotting.
I said, you
Plotting on your girl. Don't do that. See? But see, that's the other thing.
He's like, hey, she with you. I'm like,
that's the other thing. You don't know who's what.
Yeah,
you don't
right,
know. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
Because I could walk in there with my man, and he might be over there with the fellas, and I might have came in with my girls, and we.
So he was like, "Nah, I was just checking because she's in the member spot.
Yeah.
I want to make sure she's a member." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, all right, yeah."
But
yeah.
I will say,
come on, son.
Come on.
I will say that I have felt more welcomed than not in a lot of the cigar lounges that I've been to. I mean, I've seen the little nonsense, but I ignore it. But I'm saying some women can't ignore it, you know, and some women are bothered by it, and it could stop them from coming.
Of course. That is the key. It can stop them from coming. So, cigar owners, I hope y'all paying attention, because I know y'all listening.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the sister, Eve.
Yes.
Tell you what you need to do. Get y'all shit together, man. And again, it's not everywhere.
It's not.
But if it applies to you,
Right.
take heed.
Yes.
And adjust it.
Yes.
That's all. Have a conversation
Yes.
with your staff. It is something that goes with customer service, no matter what. It's just a basic thing. That's all it is.
Yeah. Just like at a restaurant. You don't leave
is.
people standing there looking around. You come, you find out where they want to, you know, how many people's in their party.
And women have just as much problems as men, and so when they come in, when they come in and try to release and get something off their head
Absolutely.
too. Why do they need that extra aggravation? You know.
Absolutely. So what I will say is though, when you do actually sit down and get comfortable, at least in my experience, and then you start to meet different people, it is kind of refreshing. Because sometimes, you know, even on nights that you might not feel like really doing anything, but you're like, oh, well, I can go down to this cigar lounge because they cool. And, you know, you might be having a bad week. You go in there, you see your people, they start making you laugh. And, you know, then it's like, okay, it's cool, you know. And even if you're only in there for an hour, you know, it's a release for you to just be able to go somewhere and feel comfortable.
Because I do it to everybody. I'm not going to sit there and just stay and stare at the TV. I got to. Whoever's around me, I'm starting a conversation with y'all, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and that's cool. And
I'm gonna break the ice if I see that, you know.
Right. I was gonna say if you see that it ain't really trying to talk.
I tried.
Because some people are like that. They don't want to talk. They want to come in and that's fine.
But sometimes they realize they don't want to talk until you say something. Now the motherfucker don't want to shut the fuck up.
Leave me alone.
God damn it. I don't want to know your mother's maiden name. God damn it.
You start picking up your phone and act like you busy and they still going.
I don't care how many pigs you got, nigga. We in Delaware. Why you got a farm?
Oh, man. Now, I don't remember. Okay, side note. I don't remember if I said this since the comedy show. Before we wrap up.
Right.
They had the comedy show at the lounge. And it was a big conversation about entertainment at the lounge. What should be there and what should not.
Okay.
You know, everybody was like, oh, we don't like DJs, too much noise. Now, you know, again, it's all kind of personal opinions about that whole thing.
Okay.
But I must say, there was a comedy show at the lounge, and everybody there loved it.
Really?
Ah, man. Because let's think about it. You get to smoke and drink in the same spot.
Yes.
And watch comedy. Because most comedy places got bars.
Right.
You can drink, but you can't smoke.
And everybody can hear it. Everybody can hear the comedian.
Yeah, you had the mic set up. Everything was nice.
Oh my God.
2 comedians. The first guy, it was all right. The second guy stole the show. I had to give it to him. The second guy stole the show. They both was good.
But that's how it works. That's how you want to set it up. You want to set it like that.
So, I just wanted to mention that. So
that's a good idea.
To think about.
That's a very good idea.
Moving forward about this whole debate about it. Should they be any entertainment at the lounge? So I just wanted to say that before we wrap up. But listen, Sketches, how can people support you, man? Because you do a lot of different things.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
He's a weed master. Seed Moss.
Weed master, wow.
I think he's selling, you know, some other things.
Well, I know. The way he started this thing, I'm getting ready.
Yeah, he talking about coke and
I don't know what's happening.
So, how can they support you, bro? How can they follow and support you?
Make it seem like I go to Diddy parties or something.
Listen,
I ain't judging.
You started off with the crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't judging. I mean, each his own.
Instagram, Rock and Rod Hard. That's ROCNRODHARD. Instagram. You go there, you gonna figure everything out. Everything. I got everything on there. Everything.
Oh, okay. Eve, man, if you want to, how can people go follow you on social media? Because they want to see, they're like, who's that? I want to see what she look like.
I know that's right. I am at Rin Rock. That's RINROC 611 on Instagram.
Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. Well, folks, listen.
Well, how can they hear this? podcast?
Well, again, any place you hear podcasts at, any platform, your favorite podcast platform, go to Google, go to, what's the other one, on Safari, on Apple, type in Smoke World Podcast.
Smoke
That's
World
how you can do
Podcast.
that. Smoke World Podcast.
Is it 2 separate words? Smoke World
Yes.
Podcast. There
Smoke
you go.
World
3
Podcast.
separate words. There you go.
Smoke World Podcast.
I'll be sure to shout y'all out. Yeah.
How can they watch the video?
Okay, so you're going to go to YouTube. So that's a very good question because I don't have all those direct bing, 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 bing things.
Okay.
So you type in Smoke World Podcast on YouTube, search, and bing.
And you're gonna put it in the description. You can actually put it in the description.
You could. I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
You just copy the link and then place it in there. Yeah.
But I don't know if you can click on that link. I don't think it allows you to do that. I don't think so.
No, when you put it in the comments, you just gotta.
Right, but I don't know if it allows you. So you may be able to copy and paste that link.
Yes,
And go from there.
Right, right.
So listen, folks. Appreciate y'all listening. You get in contact with me, obviously. Website, smokeworldpodcast.com. Email, stone@smokeworldpodcast.com. And I keep forgetting about this Facebook group. I don't know why. I do apologize. Facebook group, Smoke World Podcast. Come on. You know, you can post stuff.
Oh, matter of fact, the video might be on that. You might could put the video on that.
Absolutely, I can put the video on that.
Yeah, that's even better. That might be better.
Definitely.
That
So
works.
listen, we love y'all. We thank y'all for listening. And guess what? Huh? I don't know.
I'm new here.
Well,
We out.
we out. We out.
Later.
All right. We see y'all on the other side.
Yes. Bye.
Oh, that's lovely.
That was fun.